What's up, Geeks and Gamers? Mike and I are back with another furiously epic review for Fast X. In this 10th installment of the franchise, Dom Toretto and his family are targeted by the vengeful son of drug kingpin Hernan Reyes. So, Mike, going into this movie, of course, it kind of opens up with kind of a flashback with Fast Five, I believe. And it's absolutely crazy because from there we get to see kind of the building of Jason Momoa being the villain of the Fast and Furious franchise. And I think that, I speak for pretty much everyone that has seen this film. Jason Momoa played the villain that no one expected whatsoever. And it's absolutely just crazy because he, in some ways, carried this film in a way that I don't think anyone was prepared for. But, Mike, I want to hear your thoughts about Fast X.
Yeah, dude, I didn't watch Fast 9. Still haven't watched it. Was like, I'm done with this franchise.
You're not
Whatever,
missing out on
man.
much, to be honest. So
That's fair. And I'm like, so like Fast X, I'm like, all right, the beginning of the end. We got like a
yeah,
three-part ending. I'm like, okay, whatever.
you gotta see what's up with the family, right? Like,
Yeah, I gotta know what's happening with family. So like, you start it and yeah, there's flashbacks and it's the typical Fast and Furious like tropes and stuff. And then Jason Momoa came on set and his very first scene, he stabs a guy and then
yeah,
sucks the blood all off the knife.
yeah.
And I was like, what is this guy doing? And then like just saunters off in the offset. He's just like, whatever, bye. And honestly, dude, he is the saving grace of this movie because everybody's doing what they do. Vin Diesel gives angry looks. Whenever there's an action scene and everything's going badly, all you have to do is shift into another gear, which apparently these cars just have a lot of them. Most of these cars only have 5 or 6, but these ones have like 8 or 9, and you just shift into a new gear and everything's fine. And I don't know, but it works when you're seeing like Vin Diesel and he's like, and he's like shifting gears hard, and you look over and Jason Momoa's right next to him in the car going, "Toodles," and I was like, yeah, that worked. This movie, what's weird about this movie is there are like 3 movies in one going on here. There's Dom Toretto dealing with Dante, which I think is a fun, entertaining story. There's some like callbacks to the original like Fast and Furious. There's a street race, things like that, which it just kind of is out of nowhere, but it's there. But then you also have what's going on with the rest of the Fast crew. You got Ludacris and you got I don't remember what their names are in the movie, but yeah, you got those guys like doing their thing and they're kind of like dealing with a problem. And then you also have this story with Dom's son and what he's going through because Dante's ruining everyone's life right now. And the movie just kind of plays off of all of these different storylines. You also get a storyline with Michelle Rodriguez. So just a lot going on in this movie. And sometimes it can get a little much. Sometimes you're like, oh gosh, we're going back to these guys again. Okay, what's going to happen here and stuff. And then sometimes it really works. So it's definitely hit or miss for me. But every time Jason Momoa is on screen, it worked for me. He elevates the movie. He absolutely does carry the movie on his back. And then I will say, when I say that they bring back everybody, they bring back everybody. Except for the one person that they literally cannot bring back. But don't worry, because Vin Diesel will find a way to make enough money. You throw enough money at something, you can bring them back. But this movie, they bring back everybody. And there was a surprise at the end of the movie that I was like, okay, you know what? All right, I'm fine with this. This is fine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Overall, I was actually surprised at how much I liked this film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat with you. There's so much going on in this film, and the thing that I appreciate is that they did a great job with, I think, giving all of the members of the family kind of their own like little story and stuff, and kind of kept everything kind of progressing forward when it came to what was going on with Jason Momoa being the villain. Jason Momoa, honestly, like he did such a great job with kind of balancing. I mean, you could tell that Jason Momoa was just having so much fun playing this villain in this film, and in some ways it almost felt like Jason Momoa was just like being almost like this almost like a Joker type of character almost in a
Yeah.
way, but at the same time he definitely gave it kind of its own spin. And there's a couple scenes in here where it just shows just how absolutely just off the hinges Jason Momoa's character is.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, he continued to be definitely kind of like a big threat to the rest of the team and all that stuff throughout the film. So I thought that definitely he carried the film in a lot of ways. But at the same time, you know, the Fast franchise has always been really good at carrying some very simple themes when it comes to obviously family. Everyone knows that's what the whole franchise is kind of known for. But at the same time, they also had a really interesting theme of like faith in the film, which I thought was kind of cool as well. And they kept on kind of harking back to that. And with those simple themes, it's kind of hard not to like this film, and especially with this film, it felt like, yeah, they definitely brought back like everyone, and you could definitely feel that they're kind of building up to the epic conclusion of what this franchise is going to be. So, yeah, I mean, I had a blast with it. I mean, and even with like the race scene, the street race scene, it was like a nice kind of callback to the early Fast and Furious movies and stuff, and kind of going back to that. And so it was really cool how you can see that they're really trying to tie this franchise together in a way that it will be satisfying to fans. So
yeah, yep, I agree. And yeah, man, I mean, that's the thing. Like you said, Joker as character, like he's an agent of chaos, but he has like a plan. He's also menacing. But I know some people probably don't like this style of thing, but he's kind of an antithesis to what Dom is, like the stoic, deep, family-oriented guy. And this guy's like, you took away everything that I had for family, so I kind of just want to watch you suffer, and that's what it is. I will also say this for some people, just because I know this will be a point of a sticking point for some people. This movie does not end with a conclusive finale. It definitely ends like there's going to be another movie.
Oh yeah.
And I know that for some people that's really frustrating when they go to a movie, you expect to get an ending to the movie. The movie very much ends like they're all but was a to be continued at the end of the movie. You're like, wow, okay. But I mean, like I said, I still had a fun time with it, and it did make me look forward to what's going to happen next. But that can be a frustrating part for some people. But overall, I had a good time with the movie. I would say if you're looking for something to watch this weekend, or if you're looking for something to watch during the week, it's worth going to see. It's a spectacle. It's an event. It's a blockbuster. It's one of the few blockbusters we have today that literally, they're like, we're not trying to write some new Shakespearean like thing. We're not trying to break the mold. We're just telling you a fun story. From this franchise that has gone on for longer than anyone imagined that it ever would. So yeah, I'd say go out and support it if you like this franchise. If you're not a fan of this franchise, guess what? Nothing new here that you're gonna like, except maybe Jason Momoa. But even with that, I don't think you're gonna have that good of a time. So if you don't like this franchise, don't go see it. But if you really like this franchise, or if you're even just curious, I would say it's worth a watch.
Yeah, I think that if you go into this film with, kind of not feeling super serious about what's going on in the film and stuff, and you kind of like just going for a good time, just, kind of expecting some ridiculous action sequences and, kind of going back to Dom Toretto and all that type of stuff, then you'll probably have a good time with it. But yeah, I mean, I had a blast, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to be bringing with Fast 11, because to be honest, like over the past couple of Fast films, I haven't been really with it. I've just been kind of out of it. I really haven't been enjoying this franchise, but this film definitely kind of brought me back to kind of what like Fast 5 and Fast 6 felt like and stuff, which was kind of cool. So so yeah, I mean, I'm definitely there with you. If this is a film that you're wanting to watch, I think that the theater experience is definitely worth it. So with that being said, let us know in the comments below if you've seen Fast X. And we'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Make sure that you go check out geeksandgamers.com and become a premium member over there. We got a lot of great benefits for members over there. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you all in another review very soon. Bye.
Family.